My motto is expansion, always in all ways.
New York City, it's the most exciting city for real estate, and that's why I'm here.
I'm the closer and the listing machine. What makes me better is that I work harder than anyone else.
Whee! We're friends now, right? I don't need him, and you don't either.
This will never end.
3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show, everyone. My name is Mac.
And I'm Ree.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show. We are the two that review for you, America.
Yes, we are.
What a way to start
For what
the
it's
show.
worth.
This is me now listing New York, episode 11, episode 11.
11, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was a good one. Man, it was a good one. I thought it was one of the best ones of the season. What'd you think?
It was good. I enjoyed the whole thing. Yeah.
All right, kick off the show. Give us a rating. What do you think out of 10? To think about what you've given in the past, too.
I know. 8.5. It's a good one. Loved it. Good show.
Wow.
Everybody had strategic things going on, which makes it more fun.
Yeah.
I loved it.
What are the chances that Ryan can represent Michael, the guy that Luis needs to buy out?
Oh, I'm so disappointed in that. Luis was getting his bearings and back with Ian, who he had put the ground rules down on, and so now Ian's acting like a grown man, and, you know, he's got this opportunity, and I cannot believe the luck of, you know, Ryan getting that girl that works for him to have this guy come to. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. And then when he called Luis, I was so disappointed. And, I just hope that Luis is going to find out. They're going to put a building right outside the window. And, of course, $10 million is ridiculous anyway.
Yeah, wow.
And I wouldn't do it. I would let it go. If I was Ian and Luis, I'd let it go and forget it and let him stay there because he doesn't want to stay there.
Man, what about if that's real, if this is a real coincidence? How about that for the show? What a good setup.
I don't know that that's necessarily a coincidence, but
that's
but
what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
It could be. You know, maybe they were trying to research through different firms and see who knew who was in that place. I can't believe that Luis would just say, "Okay, yeah, I'm going to be the underdog here, and I'm not going to be able to find him, and you find him." And I mean, I can't believe that they would write the script that way. Do you?
I don't know. I don't know. Everything that Frederick and Luis have told me is that everything's real.
Okay.
I mean, everything's real. They say everything's real.
My heart just sank when Ryan
got that
information.
They say they give them guidelines.
Yeah.
You know, about conflicts.
Well, that could be the case.
You know, like treat Luis kind of hastily or whatever. But in terms of scripting, supposedly there is none. And that's what they've told me.
Well, I was very disappointed when I saw that. I was just hollering at the television saying, please, Ryan, do not do this. Do not do this. Be the bigger man and don't do this. And
oh, no, it's perfect.
Anyway, he didn't.
Well, I thought it was good. I thought that was neat that they got
was.
together. I love it anytime they come together and they work together. Which
well, he wasn't working together with him. He was trying to gouge him.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Then they're on the show together. You know, when they're
having communication.
Yeah, when they're not separate. You know, they're working together on the show.
Yeah, no, that part's nice.
Yeah, that's cool. And normally for the season finales, all three of them come together. But they may not this season. Who knows? Luis says it's going to be a good season finale. He's on Periscope.
Oh, okay.
Says it's going to be good, so it'll be interesting. Frederick, they're going to have a baby.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, they did finally decide, didn't they? Mm-hmm. With Lynn. Was her name Lynn? Mm-hmm. Friend of his?
Yep.
The one he said he would marry if he was not gay.
Yeah. How can you say that if you're gay?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
That's kind of strange. But anyways, I'm going to have a baby.
Yeah, and he seems to think it's going to be a little Mila. I don't know if you can put in your order. I'm not sure how that works either. I guess I need to do some research on that and just understand it more, but it sounds like he thinks he's going to have a daughter. Yep. I wonder if Derek cares.
I don't know. You know, I found odd, though, out of the blue. I mean, all this just happened. Looks like they could have built this up a little bit, introduced Lynn to us, had them ask Lynn. You know, I guess that's the way it went down, though. I guess Derek off camera had been talking to Lynn.
But I think it was more the element of surprise too, because he's doing this big launch party for 290, whatever. 290
It was
West.
weird. It was almost like they didn't include Frederick in the conversation about having the baby, though, because he had no idea about, all of a sudden they pull him outside, and it's like just Derek and Lynn knew about this. You know what I mean? You see what I'm trying to say?
I think he got so disappointed in that last show with his friend, over in Sweden. And maybe Derek knew he didn't want to deal with it as much, or was really busy, or whatever.
So you think Derek took care of it?
I think so.
And
I think Derek
surprised
went behind and said,
Really?
okay, yeah. I guess he would have to know, though, that Lynn was a friend, and
Because up to this point, Frederick had been in charge. He said, Derek, I'm going to talk to Anna.
Yeah, he did.
Stuff like this. And so then it just kind of swapped, and then Frederick had no idea. It was just kind of weird.
I don't know. Maybe they should have included that in the show more.
That's what I mean. It had been such a big deal in the past, and then all of a sudden, just like they just kind of breezed over it a little bit.
I don't know.
That's kind of big news.
We need to call. What was that guy's name? That was producer.
Oh
Aaron?
yeah, our guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to call Aaron and ask him why.
Yeah. Anyways, that's interesting. Hey, how about $1 Million Listing San Francisco?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so we've got Miami, we've got New York, we've got L.A., now we got San Francisco. So we got 4 now, right?
Yeah. First, anybody that doesn't know, they announced $1 Million Listing San Francisco, and showed a preview trailer. So it's been filmed, and it looks good.
Starts July 8th.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Well, what else happened in this episode that you enjoyed?
Oh, I loved Ryan's listing on Broome Street in Soho.
Cool place, yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I love that. It's got some neat features to it.
Yeah.
He had redone it.
Yeah.
He was a commercial real estate guy. And it was interesting to learn about air rights, there. We don't have those kind of things where we live, but the air rights, he had 2,500 square feet of air rights that go above the building that you could go up, to build up. So that was really a nice advantage, like Ryan said, for somebody that particularly wanted it.
Yeah.
Probably not a homeowner.
Yeah.
And he was smart. He went to the businesses, started, talking to the businesses, because most of them would be there forever. You know what I mean? And they would maybe want to build up. So I understand, that was pretty cool. And then he sold it. So
what amazes me is the outside of the building
yeah.
is so unattractive.
Yeah, just nondescript.
Yeah. I mean, you could walk by and have no idea this place is worth $11 million.
You would think it needed renovating.
Yeah, you would.
The way it looked.
Well, when I visited New York, the whole place looks like that.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't know what's behind closed doors.
It's unbelievable. The
Yeah.
insides of these places are just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, I guess when you're on an island, you have to do that. Make old buildings new.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But,
yeah.
man, cool place. $11 million. Now, Ryan said Soho is the most expensive area in New York.
Yep.
That's why.
That's right.
How much a square foot? Was it 5,000?
I don't know.
Seems like it's $5,000 a square foot.
Wow, that much?
I may be mistaken on that, but it wasn't the regular 2,000. I mean, it was something more.
Wow.
Man, it was like $11 million because the place was only 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's right.
For $11 million, what is that?
Oh, I
You
don't
wanna do
know.
that
I don't
math?
have my calculator. I don't know.
Well, it's expensive, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and my point is, it's probably one of the most expensive places or price per square foot that we've seen in a while. Not in the entire show, but in a while. Mm-hmm. So thought that was interesting.
It was.
Um,
and did you hear Frederick say he had 50% of 290 West sold out after that launch party?
Yeah, he sure did.
He has the best luck with stuff he does.
Well, it's not luck.
You don't think it is?
I don't think it's luck.
Well, it just seems like he can figure out the neatest things to do, and he seems to hit the group that buys.
Yeah.
Boy, he has 50%. It's pretty awesome.
That is.
I thought it was interesting. Zach said, okay, we paid the bank back now, so everything else is going to be profit. Yeah, isn't that nice?
That is nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that was good. And it was fun to see Luis, interacting with Ian again.
Yeah.
I liked his ground rules. Loved them.
Yeah, this is one of Luis's bigger projects in a while.
I know. That's why I hated to see Ryan undercut it.
How about Brian's client falling through for $11 million?
Oh, was that not wild?
Guy got arrested.
Oh, what? I know.
Had to be for financials.
It had to be bankruptcy, or what do you call it? Well, he wouldn't go to jail for bankruptcy, but like money laundering or something. Yeah, it had to be something bad like that. But of course, he didn't want to say on TV. But
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But that's a shame. And then, wow, his client really went off on Ryan. That was surprising because you really can't control, that kind of thing. That's a real odd thing that happened. But
Man,
he
I
blamed
wonder-
him for not knowing the clients. And, but you really can't. When you have somebody else come into the picture as a realtor, that's not really your responsibility, but he blamed him and he hung up on him. So
That was
I'm getting
exciting,
another
man.
realtor.
Oh,
yeah.
man, that was
Which
cool.
I hated that for Ryan, but hey, it's karma. When you do what he did to Luis, then he gets this back. You put it out in the universe like that, you're going to get something negative back, and he did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
And you were happy about that?
I felt like it was even, yes.
Wow. Okay.
I hate it for Ryan, but you know what? I didn't like his behavior. Because do you remember back on some episodes, I don't even know if it was last season, when Luis went out on a limb and he called him because he knew he was looking for a place for that guy or whatever, and he helped Ryan get the big commission, and Ryan gave him $20,000 or something. You remember that?
Yeah.
He took the higher road and did that for him. And see, this is what I don't like about Ryan doing this to Luis now.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well,
I know it makes good television, but I still don't like it. I don't like him calling Luis and taunting him. And
I don't know if
don't
he
like that.
was being realistic on the phone. I wonder if he was just playing games with Luis until they went and met in person.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think that he's trying to get a lot of money for. I think he's trying to get a lot of money for that guy because he thinks they'll pay anything.
Could be.
But I don't think. I think if Luis is smart, he will back off and he'll tell Ian we can't do this because they're wanting to just hold us hostage, and we'll just hold on. He can try to sell it. If he wants to sell it, tell him to go ahead.
Yeah.
He'll back off, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He'll back off because the guy wants to move out.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to stay there and renovate with a building coming up.
Yeah, but let me tell you this.
That gives
when
Luis
Ryan
some leverage.
starts to sell this apartment, like put it on the market like he's talking about he's going to do, when people find out there's going to be a building right in front of that window, it ain't going to fly.
No.
People aren't going to want it.
No.
So Luis needs to do a little investigation. I hope he finds out that that's what's going to happen, and keep the price at 3. Just say, hey, take it or leave it.
So I think you're right in that the realistic price of that apartment is $3 million.
Yeah, I think.
Is
they
that
said,
right?
Well, I think they were saying it's 2
one-
apartments.
1.5
So I'm thinking
for each apartment.
But well,
And then he said, I want to go $1 million above.
yeah. So I'm thinking.
Actually, he said 1.9.
he was. I think 6 would be what they were thinking about spending on 2 apartments.
Yeah.
3 was on 1.
Right.
So I'm thinking he was 6, but then of course he's inflated it to 10.
So from 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Well, although Ryan and Luis and what's his name, Ian?
Ian.
Yeah, they wanted to spend 6 for everything.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
the
total,
buyouts, $6 million.
Yeah. But that's 2 apartments. So they've got to think. I don't know what the square footage is, though. Even with 2 apartments, it might be less square footage. I don't know.
I wish they'd done a better job explaining the price of the buildings. But
Yeah.
but I think 10 million is way above.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. That's just like,
I mean, yeah.
hand me
that's-
money and I'll move out.
that's-
That was the.
And Luis said in the previews, you're on Jupiter.
Yeah, and he's been there since 2000. Michael's
Yeah.
lived there
Oh,
since.
man.
And Michael wants to go. So
Yeah.
he's going to take what he can get, honestly.
Yeah. Luis fortunately has some leverage here.
I hope so. I hope he's going to use his head.
And we'll find out more
investigate
information
it.
next week.
I hope he's going to. I really do. I'm going to have to call Luis and tell him. Like he doesn't know
Yeah.
what happened
Yeah,
because
let him-
it's already done.
Yeah. Let him know what he should have done.
I'm going to say, Luis.
Yeah. He says he's not dating.
Oh, really?
No, what do you think about that?
Oh, I thought he was going to start, trying to find him somebody.
Yeah.
I bet he gets calls all the time.
He does. He
bet he
gets them
does.
all the time.
Wonder why he's not
On Periscope.
wanting to-
I catch a few of his replays.
Yeah, but surely he's dating in
And-
the off season.
He says I'm not dating, and this was
Oh,
live. He says I'm not
wow.
dating. And he got phone calls. So he got 2 different phone calls during a 30-minute stream, yesterday. It's like...
Oh, he's doing the live streaming?
Oh, yeah. And it's like, my gosh. He is by himself.
I don't know why he wants to do that.
It's a little sad, although we can't see everything else,
yeah.
but seems a little sad. But anyways, good episode. What else happened? I think that's about it. I mean, it was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, it's good, though, because each person had, something specific going on.
Yeah, I mean, I like Luis's progress. He's being very professional now. He's not jumping at every opportunity like he was. He's not taking garbage from Ian. I'm glad he did what he did. That was good.
Oh, I did too.
That was really well put the way he...
He did. He put it very nicely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was funny. I was impressed with Frederick too in this episode because, Zach, who we know from past episodes, has he didn't want to do any of the renderings, didn't want to do any of those, put in that kind of money to show that building. And it is kind of hard to show that way with all that construction and people to try to figure out what it's going to look like. But he did do some paper renderings, didn't he?
And they look great.
Yeah, that looked really good.
Sure did.
But I love the way Frederick thinks. I don't know if it's totally him or the show or whatever, but he looked at his situation and he said, okay, I've got to switch gears here to sell this thing. And he decides to do the lake thing. Yeah, I mean on the river thing, yeah.
The launch party.
And I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a neat idea.
Yeah, it was.
I like the out-of-the-box thinking that he does because he seems to get really good results from that.
Seems to.
You notice that? Mm-hmm. Of course, we don't know what all transpires, and we don't know if all of this happens in the course of 12 months where it looks like it happens overnight,
Right. Right.
Like he does the launch party, and then he goes to Zach and says, I've got 50% sold. You think that happened within a month.
Although on the night of the Beekman, what did he sell out? 25% of the Beekman?
It's about 25, I think. Yeah.
Man. Awesome.
Yeah. He does a good job on what
he's got such a tight network now.
Yeah, I think
he's been doing it for so long.
I think he does, yeah.
It's just, I would imagine that it gets easier the longer that you are in the business. Would you agree with that?
I think the contacts make it easier, yeah. Because he's now in with Zach Vela. He doesn't have to...
I mean, now it's almost like he just has a massive email list.
Yeah.
And he just sends out an email.
Yeah, and people want to go because he's like the number one realtor in New York.
It sells. So. I mean, there's not... there may not have to be much selling to be done,
But they do film this over like 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
So they make it look like it's easy. And it just cannot be as easy as it looks.
Maybe not.
Can't be.
Yeah, maybe not.
Not for that kind of money and... I don't know. It's like La La Land there. I mean, it's like whatever figure they pull out of the air.
Yeah.
$25 million. It's like somebody comes out of the woodwork and buys it. And you think, good grief, who has this kind of money? It's amazing. It just keeps coming. But it was funny how he said, I liked what he said about when he was showing that lady, and it was wet and all that. And he said, people don't like to look at things that are messed up like this with all the materials there and the floor and the rain coming in. He said these transportable poop machines. I love that. I thought that was funny.
Well, in the past, working with Zach, he's shown property that's under construction. Mm-hmm. I mean, many times, and he's never said anything like, we need to have a showroom.
No, he hasn't. But look at how technology is progressing. You had Victor on a stick.
Oh yeah,
I know, but you think about now. You don't have to leave it in the construction mode because people are doing these big showroom things and, all that kind of stuff. So that's what he's talking about.
In a year, though, it's not,
Well,
I wonder if he's getting a little lazy. Maybe he's saying the showrooms make it so much easier to sell.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have the ability to see what it can be.
That's right.
And you have to see it. And they can't imagine the view. You say, oh, it's a great view.
But
when you see it on the wall, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. A lot of people don't see through the construction.
Yeah.
And it is hard.
Yeah.
It is. It's even somebody that's done it before, it's hard to see some of those things unless you've actually experienced it.
No, for sure.
Sheetrock takes up a lot of room. that you think you're going to have. And once you start seeing the walls go in, you're like, okay, I thought this was going to be a little bigger. But you forget that, all of that takes up room. Mm-hmm. But it was interesting. It was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and
that criminal thing's funny, though.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's terrible.
That's
I can't
stupid.
imagine having...
That coffee stuff was...
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
That was silly.
Yeah, I know it.
But he's got to, do something. But it was neat. They showed he and Amelia on the movie thing. He's in some movie or something. Mm-hmm. What does he do? Is
He's got about a 60-second... he's in a movie for about 60 seconds with Ben Stiller.
But what does he do?
He's in an office, and he's... I can't exactly
Does he play
remember,
himself?
He did something funny. He's like a funny guy, like a funny character. And it wasn't himself. He played some character.
Huh.
And he was a hand model before he became a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And Frederick was in the porn business.
Yeah, well.
So go to school, kids.
Yeah. That's right.
That's a good
That's right.
Real good testament to a degree versus being a hand model or in the porn business.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but it was a good episode. Really good. I liked it. It's good. It's leading up
Well,
to some...
we're about 10 minutes short.
The new episodes toward the end.
Yeah, we are leading up.
We're leading up to that, which is going to be interesting. It's interesting watching how each of them are doing commercials now for... What's that, cider?
Yeah.
Is that some kind of cider or wine? I'm not sure what it is.
That's right.
I noticed Orion's doing that. He did that Universal thing, where you transport yourself with some kind of little, which was a movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Tomorrowland.
And then he, here's Frederick doing the Hamptons, where he's got that property up there, that he's marketing.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of interesting watching. Luis is the only one that hadn't done a commercial yet, which...
No, Luis did a commercial.
Oh, did he? What did he do?
He's the first one. He did a cider.
Oh, he did one of those?
Cider's got the
partnership.
partnership.
I think I do remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Good.
He says, I love it.
I don't want Luis to be left out.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I feel like he's left out.
He said he was sad that the season was ending. He said they haven't been contacted about a fifth season yet.
Really?
Yeah, he says he thinks it's going to happen. I mean, he has no reason to believe it's not. But he said that he was sad because he hates farewells.
Oh.
Yeah.
But with the downtime, Luis, you need to find you a girlfriend. Somebody that's nice, that's not following you on the show and not a, fame seeker. You want somebody that's real.
Well, go steal Amelia.
Go to Puerto Rico. Go home and relax and find somebody that doesn't even know who you are and enjoy yourself and dance. And I mean, you're a great guy. And he needs somebody to share that with. That'll make his life a little more fun.
He flies around the country like he's taking a bus down the street. It's unbelievable. He says, I think I'm going to London this weekend.
That's nice.
And then he flew to Miami. And then he says, well, I'm going to fly to Port. He says, if it wasn't too, this is what he said yesterday. He says, if it wasn't too late, I'd go get on a flight to Puerto Rico real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it takes him to get to Puerto Rico from New York. What do you think?
I don't know. Quite a while.
I think it's 12 hours. You think it's that long?
Let's look it up. Let's see right here. Real-time action here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it's like 12 hours or a day or, how long it actually takes. He goes a lot. He goes down there a good bit, so it must not be from New York.
Distance.
So it must not be too long, or he wouldn't want to stay on a plane that long.
Flight time, New York to Puerto Rico is 3 hours, 43 minutes.
No way!
Yeah.
From New York?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. He could go down there for weekends almost.
Yeah.
Wow. That's not bad.
Man, I was way off.
Wow. I was thinking like 12 hours too, but that is nice. He's not too far from home.
Well, I'm looking here.
That's interesting. His mom came too on that last episode.
Oh, yeah.
She came and stayed.
I'm looking here. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
It is cool.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No.
He could do that over a weekend, long weekend or something,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That is cool.
And he likes to go home. He seems like it.
He's a big family guy.
Yeah, he took the Joneses there that time, didn't he?
Yep.
One at Puerto Rico that he took them?
Yep. That's wild, isn't it? Jeez.
So am I remembering this? He listed that house and sold it, didn't he?
Sold it, yeah.
Okay, we got that one.
$3.5 million.
Yeah.
Ooh, Puerto Rico's
so
nice.
interesting. It is nice there.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. It's really pretty.
I'm liking Puerto Rico.
It is. It's nice.
It's time to go.
Jamaica.
Wow.
Go to Jamaica, man.
Good pictures.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It is pretty.
Well,
good.
shorter show today.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, about 7 minutes short. Normally we're running about half an hour. But it was a more simple show.
Well,
Less to talk about.
It was good.
But it was enjoyable. It was really good. One of the best episodes of the season.
Well, do you know anything about San Francisco? Much?
I think I want to live there.
You do?
Yeah.
I remember
Or
it in
San
some
Diego.
shows,
San Diego.
some television shows. They used it for the backdrop for Mrs. Doubtfire. They used it for, I think they did film in San Francisco. He loved it. And Full House.
Yep.
They did, I don't know if it was filmed there, but they showed San Francisco as the backdrop for it.
Yeah.
And so they've used it for famous places, movies and things. So
Google plant coming to Alabama for $600 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Google plant?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. I wonder how many people that employ.
150.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
North Alabama.
I didn't know that. Wow. I did not know that.
All right. I'm ready to hop off here.
All right.
I think that's good for me.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you get all your
Good
thoughts
show.
out?
Good show. Yep. Good show.
8.5 out of 10.
8.5. I think it was a good one. Yeah.
Aggressive.
I think it was good.
Taking it by the horns.
I like it.
All right. Well, good show. And anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that covered it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen between Ryan and Luis. I hope Luis stands his ground. I want him to stand his ground. I don't want him to give in. And
it's his time now.
I hope so. I
He'll
hope they're going to
win.
make him look good.
He will win this battle.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. I
But
hope
not
he's-
the war.
Well, I hope he's going to keep his head about him and do the right things.
Yeah.
I want him to win.
He will. Yeah, I'll be good.
Whether they buy it or they don't buy it, I want it to say to Ryan, too bad. We're not just sitting here waiting to pay whatever.
Right.
So,
Yep.
and especially with a building coming up in front of it.
Yep. That's right.
That's going to put the whammy on that one. But anyway, that's about all I've got to say about this week. It was good.
All right. Well, catch us again next week. $1 Million Listing, episode 12. Season finale is going to be great. We will see you then.
The finale's next week?
It's finale's next week.
Oh, my goodness. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Can you believe that?
No. Well, maybe that's what they're leading up to with everything that happened on this episode. The baby.
Oh, yeah.
Luis and Ryan. And
That's right.
Ryan's client getting put in jail.
Yeah.
So maybe this is coming to a really good conclusion.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm a week behind in my mind.
Catch it up, girl.
I know it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Me too.
All right, good.
Maybe we'll get above an 8.5.
Oh, I'm sure finales are always good.
Yeah.
You think they're going on Andy again?
He said he didn't know. He said normally they have reunions. He hasn't been contacted about one yet.
Oh, maybe Andy's too busy with the housewives and the money funders.
Muddy Fudders, wasn't it?
Funders.
Funders?
Funders.
Oh, I
Because
see
it's
what
the
we're
moms that are out there doing the fundraisers
That's
for the
right.
schools.
That's right.
That fight
Yeah.
at the schools, I guess, now.
Real good. Yeah, real good.
You notice he keeps picking women.
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
You don't have men shows where they're, undermining each other.
Well, I don't watch television.
It kills me. My little people got married, by the way.
Oh, good for you.
They did. They've already had a baby, but they did try to get married.
Tell him I said congratulations.
Uh-huh. Yep. She's the one that was dancing on the bar.
Yes,
But
she
it was
was.
interesting. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, and I was reading the bio on the other couple, the little couple. The one that's the doctor and Bill Klein, I
okay.
think is his name, and they just keep saying he's an entrepreneur. But I was reading some background on them. They're really interesting. They're not like the other ones, and they were the original ones anyway, but what they've gone through during their lifetime and how their parents were so supportive of all that. And it's just interesting when you look at they took the adversities and they turned them into positives, which I thought was really neat.
It is good.
Because, they said they got pointed at and all that kind of stuff and, along the way. But now this has really made them more credible, Mm-hmm. And I thought it was cute. Life is short. That's a cute. Said no pun intended underneath it, but that was
good.
cute. I thought that was cute.
Oh, man.
But, they really went on and did, she's got a degree in biology and psychology.
Yeah.
And then she went back and got the neonatal degree and all that at Johns Hopkins. She went to some good universities.
Yeah.
Evidently very smart. He has a biology degree, too.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, wow.
So it's really interesting when you go back and look at, their education, their background. I think it's neat. They've got these 2 children. And it's neat. It's interesting, when you...
Well, the Chrisleys are a fraud.
I don't want to watch Chrisleys anymore. I'm tired of
Oh,
them.
you were watching it?
A little bit, and I just got enough of that. That's just not even real anymore.
Well, I
don't
just
get
read
it.
on the internet that they
Well,
were
he's not
bankrupt
real.
and-
He's declared bankruptcy, didn't he?
Yeah, lived a lie. Yeah.
Yeah,
goodness.
just don't get on there and say, "Oh, we spend $300,000 a year on clothes." Well, are you in court now?
Yeah,
for,
right. Where are the cameras?
Yeah,
at?
it's fake. I don't even want to. I don't even want to see it.
I
Anymore.
don't like that.
He did downsize though.
Well,
He went down to 30,000 square feet
Did the-
from 125 or something. Yeah,
the
that was
court-
silly too.
Did the court force him?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the show is pulling some money. But I don't like that. I don't like them when they're not real and take advantage and all that. I don't care for it.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, we're at 30 minutes now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I
That's
didn't mean
all
to
right.
keep talking.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I enjoyed it though.
That's good. That's a fun
Good
show. Yeah, I enjoyed talking about it.
Yeah, they're
All
good.
right.
They're good.
Pow. Getting on out of here.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Looking forward to it. Season finale. Tune in. Find us on Twitter at The Mac Media Show. Visit themacmediashow.com.
That's right. Until
then, we hope you have a great week. This has been Mac.
And I'm Ree.
And what? Oh.
No, you didn't do that right.
What are we supposed to do, Ree?
You say, well, we'll see you next week. This has been Mac, and I'm Ree. Have a good week. That's what we do.
All right.
Isn't that what we do?
Okay. That sounds good to me. All right.
You said, well, I'm out of here.
You ready?
You said, I'm ready to go. Something like that.
All
You're
right.
saying, this has been Mac.
This has been Mac.
And I'm Ree. Have a great week. Or we could say it together. We could say, have a great
All right.
week.
Okay. All right. Let's do it together. All right. This has been Mac.
And I'm Ree.
Have
a great week.